You're ridiculous.
Hi, I did that. Isn't that a great greeting?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Kind of just like, what do?
What do? It's Lady Juice.
Yes,
We're
it
back.
is.
I'm kind of
That would be us.
hyped up.
Me, you, Sandy.
And my
Mandy.
friend Blue. I was a cup. That's could be a reference to drugs, but I don't think it is. But
Yeah,
I had to
I
give a
don't know what
shout
you
out
were
to
just
the
talking
lady
about,
from
but-
Giant tonight because she looked at me like I lost my goddamn mind when I said hello to her like tonight.
Why did you say that to her?
I don't know. I
Were
don't
you
know.
just like super excited or something?
I don't know. She was like, "How you doing?" She was like an older black woman. She was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Hi!" Like, and I said, "I don't
Fucking
know why."
stupid.
I'm not that fucking happy. And she's like, I thought the party started already. I was like, what party?
It's about to.
Like, it's about to be Lady Juice time.
Yeah.
T minus 45.
Yeah.
But wow.
Well, no, now.
No, you
It's
stop
now.
and then I go into the intro. That was
Gotcha.
a perfect pause spot.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Here I go. Here I go.
Here you go.
Hey, I like that song.
Yeah.
I hope
it was fancy.
the
I liked it.
disclaimer was playing in the beginning there.
Yeah.
Because
like-
here I go. Well,
if you
I know
don't
you
like
guys.
us, just don't listen. It's okay.
Yeah, just put me on mute.
Yes.
I actually put the closed captions on the mute, and then you can just go from there.
Yeah.
Well, hit the like button before you guys
Like,
go.
share,
Yes.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
crack the bell, because you will see us live.
Yes.
I know you hear us.
We're live now.
We're like, I know,
I don't
but
know if
not
you know that.
everybody. Yeah, but they have to like
Like it.
and
Yeah,
like
there
our
you
brothers.
go. I see
Like our
one. I see
brothers,
one.
man.
I see a couple
like
likes
it a
There
lot.
coming
we
in.
go. We
A
gotta
couple
do the
likes.
I love it when you
CB.
like it. Keep doing it.
Keep liking it. Keep flicking that
Touch it
button.
again.
Hit it again.
Somebody else.
that I don't know. Please.
Please.
Let's
one more
make it
time.
erotic.
Just a tiny, tiny tip.
And then I'll remember you forever.
Just the tip. Come on.
That's Michael Myers' thing.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
So what's been going on with you? Anything new?
Well, I just want to say I did see the new Michael Myers movie because you're talking about just tip. It was awesome.
Wait a minute. Are you
I
telling
heard it
me?
was
Wait,
good.
Oh my god,
Wait.
it was so good.
are you
I heard it
telling
was
me
good.
God.
that something I said led you to think of
Woo!
something else to totally drift us away from topic?
Yeah, but
yes,
no, but-
please let me know about Michael Myers.
That's it. Well,
I
I know.
love
I
you.
just love this
You're pretty.
movie. I love it. Thank you. You'll love
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
It's a great movie. Well, you don't watch scary movies.
I mean, I
Loved it,
can. I
loved
just
it,
I
loved
hate
it.
nightmares and I have narcolepsy, so they're fucking awesome. Even
Then
awesomer.
don't put on Peacock, hun. Don't put it on. But I did.
I watch The Office on Peacock, so fuck it.
There you go.
Anyway,
Joe Berry. Anyway,
moving on.
our purpose. We must say we're sorry. We're going to do a Halloween episode this week, but we're going to do it in 2 weeks on October.
We're gonna
31st,
do it actually exclusive
on a
episode
Sunday.
on actual Halloween
Sunday Eagles game, baby.
before the Eagles. Am I
We're
correct?
before the Eagles, but it's Halloween.
Correct.
It's an Eagles game day,
Yes.
right at Patty Wax in the Northeast.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's going to be fucking awesome because we did it 2 years ago. Right? Or was it last
no,
year?
it was last
It
year.
was last year. It was fucking awesome.
So that's
And
what we're
even
doing
though
for
it was
Camp
only-
Out for
yes,
Hunger.
we're
So we
gonna
would
come
love
collect.
for you
Bring your
to
stuff.
come visit us.
Yes, bring a can. You get a free
We'll
draft
let you come
domestic.
talk to us if you want and give us your
Yeah,
whatever
like-
story you want to tell about yourself or
I'm gonna
guest host
yeah,
for
we're
us.
gonna do a bunch of Halloween topics, so I'm gonna be spamming the website
Yeah.
in the next 2 weeks just because why not?
Maybe we'll come up with a good
And-
scary movie quiz.
Yes. Oh.
Mm-hmm,
There's gonna be a part 2 to that Michael Myers movie that just came out, just so everybody knows. I mean, if you haven't seen yet, it's not a spoiler,
Thanks. I can sleep tonight now. All
but
right.
you
go ahead.
can. You can. Just don't look
Mhm,
under your
mhm,
bed
mhm,
or
yeah.
in your
And
closet.
my brother hiding with
or-
fucking masks.
I love your brother.
So anyway, it's at Patty Wax off of Walsh Road.
yes. You
And
get free.
you for every donation, you get a free domestic or draft beer, and
Yeah.
or you could get a free order of Patty's fries,
Yeah,
like
just
the
come
Patty's
to-
chips. I
And then
think
they're
they
gonna
are.
have great food specials and drink specials during the Eagles game because we want people to come out for
Yes.
the Eagles. So
and
it's
of
a great
course,
time.
you get to fucking listen to us. I
And then
mean,
you get
what
to
could be
go
better?
home and take the fucking kids trick or
Yes,
treating.
we're gonna get you. We're gonna be
It's
your
a great
tailgate
day.
before the football game.
Yes, we're gonna hook it up. I love day loading. And I wish it wasn't a Sunday,
See, you
but
don't
like
have
it's
to
cool.
take like kids out for Halloween, so I'm not.
That's why we're
drinking
doing
like
it in
that.
the morning, bitch.
No, I understand that, but
Bitch.
I ain't drinking.
I know you're not.
I probably
I'm
have
not
like
probably
a
drinking
beer.
either. I'm probably maybe not. Of course not. Kind of maybe. I don't know.
Can't day drink without doing it during the day.
I mean, damn right.
So.
And it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So when I'm camping, it's
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably have a
Wake
few,
and
but I'm not
crack.
like getting a load on. But anyway, we hope you guys come out, or like even if you can't stay and hang out, just drop off
a
some
donation
food.
off so we can
We're
give
gonna
our
take it to
finals.
the Camp Out for
and-
Hunger.
Yes.
You know, we'll also take money donations. I'll bring like a receipt book so we can.
You can do it online. Just put CC Lady Juice on there too. You can donate online to Fill Abundance.
Yes.
And then in your CC in your message, you can do like, we'll come up with a hashtag, or you could just always do hashtag Lady Juice.
Yeah,
I know
hashtag Lady Juice.
a friend of mine, actually, he has his own podcast. It's the Daily American. His name's Dan, and he's already donated some money. I don't know if he put it in CC for us, but it was in reference to us because we posted the Fill Abundance basic. It's like not a GoFundMe page, but it's their donation charity page.
Right.
So we got to give a good shout out to him because he's the man, and he's a awesome podcaster. He's a vet.
So yeah, if anybody does it, just do
Yes.
hashtag Lady Juice.
Yes.
It's easier.
Well, now we can give you a shout out because that's what it's all about. You're
Yeah.
helping people, and we love it. And we're,
because I'd love to see who else would hashtag Lady Juice.
Yes.
If you leave podcast off, so you might find interesting pictures in there. I'd like it.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know,
I like it.
we're trending.
Yes, so trendy.
And just to add,
Yeah.
excuse me, just to
I
add,
like it when you add things. Say
Yes. And he's got all the juice too. So go ahead.
it.
just to add to it, we're also working on getting a raffle for Eagles signed memorabilia as
Ooh.
well.
Hey, Nikki.
Ooh.
Oh, you
Sounds
fancy
good.
Nate. I like. I
Yeah,
got
we love it.
tickets if you
It's
need
all
it.
for a good cause, man.
Yeah, it's all for a good cause. So we're trying to really pull out.
I have
think we
like
have
rolls of
drink
tickets we
specials.
could bring. We could
Last
do
year
like a
was
50-50 if you wanted.
Yeah, we're gonna do raffles and stuff. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
That'll
That'll be
Last year,
awesome.
last year, I'm going to say we had a great
And
time.
we are not alone. Who else is going on with us? Was it
Santa
Santa
Boot
Boot
first.
first?
They're
Yes,
going to
sir.
end it, and they're the Eagles guys, man. They're the guys.
So
I don't know anything about sports like that. I like
They're
to
gonna-
watch and root for my
we're
teams,
gonna help
but
you tailgate and get that drink on with your free drink.
actually, more
And then
probably
they're
just gonna
help you prepare for the game.
the
And
guys
then you're
are
gonna be
gonna
drunk and ready and watch the Eagles.
Yeah, that could be. You know what I picture in my
Mhm.
head? Guys are prepping the meat for the grill, right? And we're just like drinking with the girls while they're getting the potato shit ready, and then you know, and then it's Eagles time, and it's ready to
Okay.
go, and they're cooking the
No,
meat.
that's-
That's what I think of because the weather's probably going to hopefully be
So
beautiful.
you're basically saying like we're the bitch in the kitchen while they're sitting on the couch watching the game.
Wow, they're getting the meat ready.
Okay.
It's an equal opportunity in my
All right,
motherfucking
all right.
house. Like if I'm making potato salad, you're fixing the steaks.
Yeah, I'd rather sit there and flip the steak on the grill.
Oh well, I like my steaks marinated and prepped and shit. So you want to just want to sit
So
there.
yeah, so we will move. We're moving our Halloween. We're gonna move on. That's what we're gonna do.
We're just gonna move.
We're gonna move on from that because you're starting to ramble.
Food.
So yes, please come visit us. We'd really like to see you.
All right.
All right. And now we're moving on. So we were gonna do, like she said, a Halloween episode, and we decided not to since we're actually going to be doing the special on Halloween. So sorry if you're disappointed. So I know you
Nobody's
said during
as
the week.
disappointed as me.
What happened to you this week?
I fell. I went boom boom again.
How did you fall?
I don't know. The first time I fell, I swear someone kicked me down the steps. And there was nobody home, but it was like somebody that died that had just passed away. And
It's
I knew
your
they were,
mom
like,
fucking haunting. Yours,
definitely
Michael.
not my
It's
mother.
fucking Michael.
No, so someone
trying to fucking
someone-
take out your knee.
No, this is what it was. It was the day before I had found out that someone had passed away that my brother did not get along with, and we're related. And I was
Okay.
thinking, I was laughing in my head. I was like, "Can I
think
imagine?"
you're thinking too deep into this, but okay.
No, I'm thinking I can imagine the fucking conversation when that person got there, my brother was already there. And I was laughing because I know what was going to transpire between them because they didn't like each other. So they were just probably going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I fell down the steps, like that bitch kicked me down the steps because
Okay.
I was laughing. So that's what I think in my head.
If that makes you feel better rather than thinking
Maybe.
that you just didn't, first day with your new legs.
Or maybe my blood pressure was above average, which is probably
Maybe.
what
I don't know.
happened.
But we
So I
missed
like to-
you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We missed you at softball.
I'm sorry.
And that's kind of like, so, we really did miss you. So our friend Jen that was on here not long ago.
Spaceballs.
She was here for Shanks
with Luigi.
Quizzo.
And we remember trying to hook her up
Yes,
with Luigi.
we've said that a few times already.
Yes,
now.
sorry.
Anyway,
Did we?
Yeah, I think you said it last episode when we talked about it in the anniversary.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I don't
Um,
believe that.
Okay, solid rock memory here. Suck
Paper,
it.
rock, scissors, bitch.
Anyway, so while we were at softball, unfortunately, Jen had an incident where she got hit with the ball. It took a really
Balls were
nasty
flying
hop.
in her
She got
face.
balls in her face, but she did care this time.
Yeah.
We actually had to go to. She actually went to the ER, and after I still had to play. So we helped her, like, we got like somebody's like a traveling doctor on the team or
Right,
something
which
to
is
that
like-
extent. Like they had like a
Listen,
fucking
listen,
full like
You've
ER
got
shit. She's
these
putting gloves
hard-hitting
on.
lesbians, okay,
Yes,
just
yeah.
slamming these fucking balls all over this little league field, okay,
So anyway,
and hitting people. Thank God somebody's a traveling nurse. That's all I'm gonna say.
they sandy stripped her up. She left. Once I think she went home, let her dogs out. But she went to the hospital, and with the game, this was around like 7:30. So by the time she got to the hospital, I think it was around 8:00. And I called her around 10. She was still there. I'm like,
Right.
I felt so bad. I went, I didn't want her sitting there by herself. She's like, my phone's about to die. I'm like, all right, like I'll be right over, So she's doing well, but we really definitely missed you. I really felt bad that this all happened to her. But what's funny is while me and Jen were sitting there, like in the waiting room, there's a woman next to us. And now, first of all, I was not allowed to bring my lighter into the hospital.
Right.
I had to check it in
Yeah.
with the security guard in like a biohazard bag and take a ticket for it.
Right.
Like, what else would you have to put up there? Like, what if you bring your knife in? Oh, here, you got to deposit that. Like, why?
Well, I
Anyway.
worked in a hospital. People do crazy shit.
I know. I mean,
And one thing I'll tell you
I
right
was
now.
just like, no, I'm not throwing it away. I don't want to put it in my car. I want to be able to. So yeah, I had to
Can I
take it
say
for
one
my
thing about the lighter thing that I did
Yes,
remember
of
this?
course you're allowed to say things.
I have to interject here from working in a hospital.
Mhm.
This happened in a hospital that I worked at. Somebody came in.
Mhm.
The person was in the ER, got a lighter off of someone
Mhm.
in the ICU, lit up a fucking joint, was attached to oxygen.
Oh Jesus
The
Christ!
fucking nurse
I mean,
comes
it
in
makes
like,
sense, but
what the
I
fuck
meant like,
is that? I've never witnessed this, and I'm thinking because that's a common sense thing. Like that's
Yeah.
a common sense thing. And this person is in the intensive care unit. He should be in a
it's just
fucking
crazy.
coma. Probably just woke up out of a coma because you got to stand down. You got to do
Yeah.
stand down after that. So this fucking nurse, and she was a young girl, man. I'm in the med room, and she's going, motherfucker, she's screaming because it probably would have leveled the floor.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
it
a fucking
would have
meth lab.
leveled the fucking floor. And
You
she's
fucking
like,
explode.
oh my God. And she's shaking because she's a girl. She was a kid at the time. I think like probably 21,
I mean, I'm not
22.
going to say it doesn't make sense to not bring it in,
Right,
but I was
it's
just like,
that's
this is
crazy,
just weird.
Though. Speaking of crazy ER shit, like people are like, think
But it's
he
the
said
first
he has
time it ever
medical
happened to
marijuana
me.
license.
Okay,
She's like, it doesn't matter. Like,
it's just common sense.
you don't
But-
light. It's inflammable shit right here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So-
I'm sorry.
No problem.
It just
So
popped in my head.
anyway, we're sitting there, and this person's sitting next to us, and she's like we're on like a love seat, and she's on a love seat next to us, and she's kind of making noises here and there. She switched, like went from one side, switched to the other. Well, we were in there for a while. I don't know what time she got called back. It might have been like 11.
Right.
Maybe 11:30, maybe less. I don't know. We weren't back in the room that long. So like right before Jen's name got called, the girl next to me starts like wigging out, and you can tell she's on something coming down or
Right.
whacked. I don't
How
know what she's
old?
on.
You think, give or take.
I mean, she could pass for 30s or 40s.
Okay.
I don't know, because she could even be younger and just drugs killed her face.
Right. Okay.
So she's sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, Jen was doing something on her phone, and I'm like looking at this girl, and she starts like tweaking out. You see her like start like moving and like shaking a little, and I'm just like watching her, and I'm like, because I don't want her to like fucking do something stupid next to me, because she's in the bench right next to me.
Or fucking throw up one.
Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her.
Right. She's convulsing.
Who knows if she like starts waving her arms and shit. So anyway, I'm just like looking at her in like my peripheral, and
That's a worker at
she
the city of
picks up the
Philadelphia,
fucking
bitch.
like I don't remember. It was like a Diet Dr. Pedal.
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 It's a dial
Fucking
pedal.
pedal.
It's a
Um,
pedal.
Shut up.
Stupid. Eat it up.
So a Diet Dr. Pepper, some kind of soda, but it was a 20 ounce. She opens it and her hand starts shaking. The whole bottle just slides to the floor and just starts rolling, stops, and then it just like glug, 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 like just fucking pouring out. And she's just looking at it and she's like, why so long? Like she's just saying weird shit. And I'm like, holy fuck. As she's like, as this is happening, they call Jen's name. And like
you're like, fuck.
The
I wanna
nurse,
see how this ends.
yeah, the nurse walks over, acts like this is absolutely nothing. She walks over, just gently picks up the bottle, stands it upright, and leaves it there. And I just looked at her. I was like, I'm not getting involved in any of that.
Right? No.
She's like, yeah, nah. So like, fucking.
See, I miss working in a
So
hospital.
I mean, it's something that's like it is a shame, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that has that type of we're not shaming anyone just
Listen,
to.
It was something fucking crazy that happened.
Yeah, it was just
happened.
and hey, I mean, it is what it is.
Yes,
I hate that it is, but that's what it is. So it made us think, hey, let's do some different kinds of like
because
ER
I worked
stories.
in a hospital. And I know crazy shit that's happened in hospitals from my experience, not necessarily always in ER, but in the hospital, you can hear them, not very good things, but
Gotcha.
funny things. We're not the only ones to think about this. They have a couple TV shows that circle around this topic. Like they have ones, crazy ER stories, like where it's mainly people where shit's like shoved up their butt.
Yeah, that's always very
the main
interesting.
title of it, and like the butt story. So I have a couple of them that I looked up that I thought were fucking hilarious. Is that Heather?
Yeah, Heather's watching.
Walnuts?
Hey, Steve. Yes,
H Walnuts, baby.
And
every time I think of
Nikki
her,
D.
Nikki D,
Mhm.
like we're on The Sopranos. I'm having flashbacks to Sopranos, to that movie. I'm like rewatching The Sopranos now. So if I start fucking acting Italian, if I start hey,
oh my
moving
God.
the shoulders and the
How about
fucking
moving along, bitch, to what we were
let's go.
supposed to talk about?
I'm just letting you know, bitch. I'll take care of you.
Lord.
So you want to go first? You want me to tell my butt stories first?
So are we talking about butt stories first?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm down. You go first.
I'll go first. First one's like I called this little story Lego My Ego. Right? I'm gonna tell you why. It was something I looked up. And there has to be at somewhere like Guinness World Record of eggs shoved in an anus without breaking, bitch. There has to be. And if there is, this person has to be on the list because this doctor said that I don't even know what the correct word is. Remember, because you were at my house and I was like, I'm trying to think of a fucking word. Like, okay, expel, deliver. How do you like retrieve the eggs from the anus? 5 of them.
Vacuum? I don't fucking know.
But what's the correct
Forceps?
word? Like
Extract?
extract. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Extract, yes.
Sorry.
No,
I'm
that was
here all
awesome.
night.
Thank you. You're a dictionary bitch.
Yes.
But
sure.
uncracked?
That's I mean, hey, you got a seriously strong butt.
No, or you don't.
Yeah. No, I mean the fact that they were in there and it's cracking
But
only
your
as
butt
pulling
is
out.
like this. Like even like when you're tensing, it's even like that. 5 of them uncracked. I think your butt's broken. Like there's something wrong. Because on a normal not doing anything, it's clenched. Your anus is always clenched. So you just don't shit through yourself. Okay. That's like
just absurd.
it is absurd, isn't it?
So do you want to go one for one?
Oh, sure. Can you top
Okay.
that?
I don't know. When you're headed for jail, the last thing you want to do is commit a felony and add years to your sentence, right? Well, apparently no one told 21-year-old Dallas Archer of Tennessee that the loaded gun she stashed in her lady parts would do just that. When she was booked in jail in 2014, she presumably figured out that would be the safest place for a loaded weapon.
Had to be a 22, like a snub nose or something.
Yeah, instead
definitely
she's
was.
introducing contraband into a penal facility and will serve several years in prison. And as an added bonus, the gun was stolen.
Oh my God. Wait, so a funny that just reminded me of that. And this is not my tit for tat story, but this is just an interjection.
Mhm.
I watch a lot of YouTube and One of them is rare historical photos. So like they dig up these photographs and they're just like unbelievable. This one photograph, it was a woman in 1952 and she was standing in court. There's a judge behind her. It's a black and white photo and she's grabbing her ankles with her skirt flapped over her back.
Presenting?
No, she has panties on. But she's
Okay.
grabbing her ankles, right? So I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's in court. The judge is like this. There's, I'm assuming the prosecutor here, and she's standing, and there's two wooden tables, and she's like this, and she's bending over. And you read the description in the caption.
In the caption?
In the caption, right? I'm just like, and it says that she was pulled over and ticketed for prostitution, but she was showing the judge that there's no way that she was exposing her vagina in those underwear bent over like that. And she fucking did it
Wow.
and she got cleared.
Okay, good for her.
Walked. I was like, girl,
If the panties hit it, you must have quit it.
damn right. She showed them. There's no way my pussy lips were hanging out because these were the panties I was wearing. And this is
Look
what
at
I was
this.
doing.
I'll even try and spread them
Boom.
for you. It's
No,
still
she's
hidden.
like, I'm not even touching them. Look, and nothing. He's lying.
Okay.
Isn't that girl power?
Shouldn't that be like indecent exposures right there?
I think that was Sharon Stone's fucking mother. That was
Yes.
Sharon Stone's mother.
Yes.
Fucking Basic Instinct, the fucking dinosaur ages. Showing them motherfuckers how to do it.
That's
Just
fucking crazy.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. So you
Do I
got
still
another
get another
one
story?
on the butt? Yeah. Butt stuff. More butt stuff.
Well, sorry. I hate when it does that. You hear that? You hear that? Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. So there's a couple of them. One of them was
Bada bing.
bada boom. I told you I'm watching the
I
fucking
know.
Sopranos.
Move on.
Paulie Walnuts was my favorite, but like the term toss your salad, you know what it means.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Like we know what it means. So but
If not, look it up.
people love to shove vegetables in their
Yeah, I
hind
don't get it.
corners.
I don't get it. There
So,
are
like,
things
do you
called like
What do you think
vibrators.
they do with it though? Like, I want to ask somebody, what do you? Because like this is pretty. People are like, oh my god, you're so disgusting. But I want to know an answer to this question.
I don't
what
know.
do
To
you
me, it
do
seems
with
like
that?
I
Do you
mean, I
throw it
don't know
away?
how clean you can get that stuff, and like it can cause.
But no, but people are fetish shit though. Like fetish weird. Like, oh god, I watch these crime things, and this one crime that sticks out. Thinking of this, it's horrible. The guy killed his son.
like it's like your vagina. First of all, is like an open wound. It's a hatchet wound. Like it's like
Kid, don't shove fucking
yes,
bacteria in
it
there.
goes in there.
But
Like
that's what I'm
ugh.
saying. Like this, so this kid, his dad murdered him and then denied it. But they knew the kid was with him. Like there was nothing she could do. But the motive, they had no idea why. Like, why did he do this? Why did he do this? Well, they found out that the kid was going through the dad's phone and the dad was into this weird fetish shit where he eated shitty diapers and he would take pictures
Oh my
of it.
fucking god!
And the kid found it on the phone and he was like, "You're a like must have been arguing with the dad, like you're a pervert or
Ew, I'm
whatever."
so
And
disgusted.
the dad killed them. So please,
He killed
he
him.
killed the kid. Oh yeah. Oh my god, it was hard. I watch a lot
Wow.
of. I should start a podcast about all the crazy like
We have a
true
podcast.
crime. Another one though, a non-funny
We
one,
could
a
do.
serious
We could
one
do
because
serious
some of
true
this stuff
crime
is like.
episodes.
I I know
This is
they're not.
Sandy
I don't
and
want to be.
Mandy
I don't want to
trying
be funny
serious.
on those because it
I
is.
like rich
yeah.
mahogany and leather
Bitch, I
bound
can be
books.
serious though. I could be real serious though.
You ate an entire wheel
For
of cheese.
real, I could if I wanted
I
to.
know. I know.
Because I'm old enough to do what I want to do.
Okay.
Bitch.
Now we're getting the South Philly accent.
Is that South Philly?
I don't know.
I thought it was more New York.
I don't know. Let's just. All right. So
I thought it was like Salt
oh, wait,
90s
it's me.
hip-hop.
I'm supposed to do a butt
Yeah,
story.
bitch, it's your turn. Nate, what was that?
Sorry.
90s hip hop? No? What accent was that?
Mm,
It
I
was
don't
like,
know.
I don't know.
All right. So an anonymous
corny.
male
Shut up.
individual. I can't imagine why the stallion would want to remain nameless. Took a trip to the emergency room after a particularly gruesome vibrator and salad tongs incident, which I'm sure
Salad tongs?
everyone learns during their first day of medical school.
Salad tongs.
So the gentleman in question used a vibrator, which unfortunately got stuck.
Oh,
Unsurprisingly, he was too ashamed to go to the emergency room because he's human.
oh, God.
Naturally, the next step was to try and correct the problem by fishing the vibrator out with his
my
best salad
God.
tongs and
How did
failing.
he go to the hospital?
Oh my God.
How did he
I
get
don't
to the
know.
hospital?
And he said,
Like, did he
like,
curl up in the back of a Jeep or something, like on the floor, sideways,
like,
cradle position, like
I-
fetal?
I don't know.
Because how do you sit up like that? How do you sit in a seat with all that going on?
No clue.
Woo! Woo! clue.
No clue.
We should do a Guinness Book of the freakiest shit. I'm
Yeah.
not even kidding.
Wait till you hear the next one.
Because all this is like Guinness. I mean, it really is. Like, you think about it. How do you shove a whole egg? I can't even imagine getting one whole egg up my butt without cracking it.
Wait, this is absurd. The other one that I
Like,
have.
And
Like,
that's just natural.
I'm even looking
That's
at
not
the
even
picture.
me trying or
It's-
numbing or taking any type of drugs to make loosen my butthole. That's just natural. Like, it's clenched. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know how much drugs you can
God,
take
my God, like just
to open your
oh.
asshole like that.
I don't know. And I mean, the way it closes back up.
I know.
Ugh.
So I know pig. Like, I know dirty homosexual men. I don't know. Can I call them gay men? Because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or make anybody come after me or go crazy because I give them the wrong pronoun or whatever the fuck it is. But my uncle, when I was, no. Never mind, Skip.
That was
Never
a
mind.
build up without delivery. Okay,
Sorry.
so do you have another
Never
butt
mind.
story?
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my God.
Jury, please disregard everything that was just said.
No, we can do. No, this is one where a doctor evaluates somebody. You actually told me the story, or I asked you what that fuck that meant. But it's like they go into the doctors or in the ER and they're like, my butthole itches. My butthole itches. The
Oh
doctor's
yeah.
like, okay, bends him over,
yes.
opens up, and looks, and it's a pinworm looking at him in your butthole. In your
So
butthole.
disgusting.
Like I don't know. I would want to be an ER doctor just because it is fun. Like, working at nighttime in a hospital was fun.
Yeah, but I
It
mean,
was
there's got to be
exciting.
some
Like,
crazy
there's not always
stuff, you
something
know?
crazy stuff, but there was always something going on. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't always crazy. Like, so I worked on one that was in Trenton, so they thought that the ER on Fridays and Saturdays were the STD nights, the clinic nights. They called it clinic nights. They would come
Okay.
and get their Z-Packs and a couple other things, but they were helping the community, but still, like, it was, you know, there were young people in the ER and they're like, honey, stop.
What a side of
like,
Suboxone.
like, here's some condoms. Like, here, stop coming here. Like, you know, it was so bad.
Yeah.
But,
Ooh.
you know,
So this one's interesting. Ooh.
I don't know if I
this-
want to hear
A
this.
Netherlands native was admitted to the hospital with searing stomach pains, and her x-ray showed that the problem was probably either a giant squid eating her insides sideways
Ew.
or a Bart Hint Simpson head, like mutated pineapple, a face hugger alien, whatever. But rather what it actually was an entire set of forks and spoons, nearly 78 utensils in total that she swallowed.
What? How big was this bitch? How big?
She
Wait,
ate the entire cutlery set.
right. How big was she? Did they give it?
The entire cutlery set.
Ew, rubber band together?
Yes.
No, somebody must have shoved that down her throat.
It's
That's-
absurd.
That looks like domestic violence or something.
She just says,
because
why did they eat them?
I'm
Who
not
the
even
fuck
kidding.
knows?
Who the
Personally, I'm
fuck
more
knows?
interested in the squid x-ray, but I guess if you're interested, what's wrong with the woman?
Wow.
They said, you know, she suffers from pica, you know, the rare
Oh.
pregnant disorder. Oof,
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot.
that's fucking rough.
Look, they're lucky that baby ain't dead.
Yeah.
If she was pregnant, she had pica. Oh my
Instead,
god.
it brings a whole new light to hide the silverware.
I thought my silverware deprivation was bad. My kids would throw it out in the trash. I bought like 7 silverware sets. And I've only lived in my house for like 4 or 5 years. So, like, that's a problem right there.
That's
Where the fuck is the silverware going? Instead of washing them and throw them away. Like, okay, then I'll just buy plastic shit.
yeah.
I look for a damn teaspoon. There's nothing but forks and butter knives. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Anyway.
Anyway. You got
But how
any
about
more
this?
butt stuff?
I mean, no more butt stuff. I got like vag stuff, like not even really big vag stuff, but those shows. How do you?
I got
TLC
this
made a
one's
whole
in-
show
this
series
one's
called
like, I don't know.
what about butts?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I was about to go into my whole other thing, but okay. I mean, go ahead. Interruption. Go ahead.
You're an interruption.
Just texted me 31 minutes ago, and I'm right here.
I did.
Yeah, it says Mandy texted me 31 minutes ago.
And
I don't know what the fuck you texted me for. I'm sitting right here.
I don't remember texting you. I hate your face.
Can we go to the vag story? Because we do have that other thing. We even talked the Fear and Loathing thing. Because
What
that is
vag
pretty cool.
story?
Well, it's one. It's not even. It's like a subcategory. I would call it, because I want to move out of this category. I don't want to do more butt stuff. I have other
Okay.
stuff, but those shows, like, I didn't know I was pregnant. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe those
No,
shows. I
not at
watched
all.
a couple of them. I'm like, bitch, you're lying. I could tell. There was what was the oh God, it's one of these stupid reality shows. And the girl was like, I didn't know I was pregnant. So I was giving birth. I'm like, really, bitch?
Yeah,
Really?
wait, like the one I saw that said
Really?
something
She's
about
like, no, it was always like that. I'm like, always like what? You didn't have your period? Like I mean, that's questionable.
like, are you sure?
Like questionable. Like
Mhm.
where's your parents at? They're not asking these questions. Like, are you okay?
Like you don't
okay?
notice anything in your body. You have to feel something moving. Like
Yes,
there's
I've
no
had
way.
3 children, and they kick the
Yeah.
shit out of me.
Yes, or stand on your fucking vagina.
Make
Or
you
dig
pee
into your
yourself.
ribs.
I thought my water broke one time. No, my son just laid on my bladder. I peed myself in Toys R Us.
Awesome.
And my cousin was like, "Oh my God, your water broke." I just peed myself all over the floor. I was like,
fucking
"Oh
happens.
man!" And I had those Bobo shoes on too. I was like, "Oh man!" They're like,
Motherfucker said
squish,
Bobos.
squish, 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 walking out of the
Ew,
store.
I don't even want to think about
I
it.
know, and it was pissed.
I would have
thought
bought something at the store.
I had no money, bitch.
Oh,
I was broke back then. You know,
all right.
people always think I had money. I
All
come
right.
from the hood.
So go with your story.
No, I'm just saying I don't believe that show.
Okay.
That's another ER show. A lot of them
Yeah,
come in and say
another
they're
day.
pregnant. No, you go into the ER and you're like, I don't know why my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
No, you're 9 months pregnant. Clearly, from when you walked in
Yeah.
the door, I saw you were 9 months
Yes.
pregnant, and you don't know who's your OBGYN. What is that?
You're
Like,
fine, but how's the
what?
baby doing?
like, who's your doctor?
Oh my God.
Right. That's what I just want to say. Make a point of that because it just.
So are we
crosses
moving?
my
What
mind.
is our next category? We've left
I
the
think
butt
it's like-
stuff.
No, it's family ties.
So stuff that's family related.
Yeah, kind of.
Did you have any personal ones? Crazy trips to the ER?
I mean, I have, I do have a personal one that's like kind of inappropriate. A lot of inappropriate
That
things happen
never
to me in a
stopped
hospital
you
setting.
Before?
I know, but I would because Martin was with me. So is that considered family? It was just me and Martin.
Is it embarrassing for him or you?
I mean,
No. Answer the question. You know the answer.
he was kind of just staring.
Who
it
was the
We were
patient?
I was the patient.
And it happened to you?
Yes.
Okay, then you can tell the story.
Okay. Yeah, it did happen to him. He was my companion. Like he was my husband. He took me to the ER.
He was the witness.
I mean, not even a witness. It was like the monkey was on the thing. He's just like, you know, they were
Okay.
like doing x-rays and stuff. You know, you have to prep for like certain procedures. And okay, so let's go to a couple one. My funny thing is sometimes kids, I've been to the hospital a couple times with my kids over
Mhm.
things like blood infections and you know, they want to stay. They actually had to stay. They loved it.
Right.
So this was one that I thought was insane. And also because when I was a kid, I used to shove shit up my nose. It was like this weird thing. Did you ever have like a weird
I've
thing where you
never
did
shoved
something
anything up
weird?
my nose, but
You know,
my
like,
cousin Tony, I'm gonna call him my cousin. We're like real close family.
did?
Yeah. So he was when we were little, we were hanging out, and my parents, I don't remember why he was over. But I remember us hanging out, and he had on a white shirt, and I spilled cranberry juice on it.
Ew.
And he was so upset. He knocked me down, and while he was holding me down, he found a nut from Nut and Bolt and shoved it up my nose.
Oh, did you get it out?
I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. See, kids do
My
that.
grandma was like fucking shoving pepper down my nose. I'm like, I don't
I
think it's
know.
doing anything.
But do you think if they had a neti pod back then, it would have worked?
What the fuck is that?
A neti pod?
Yeah.
Girl, it's
Girl?
that thing where you put the salt water in it, and it goes up. It clears your canals out. It's awesome.
Anyway, okay.
No,
I'll
but
look
that
it up.
might have. It's a neti pot. I have one. It's awesome. I get the electric one.
They
You
said it
fill
was
up
in
with
there. I
saline
don't know.
water. No, because it's all connected, right? Just like this. This thing, you take the salt water the salt they give you, you mix it with warm water, you put it in
Mhm.
this machine. You push the button. You should do it in the shower because it might come out of your mouth because it's all connected. And you shoot it up there. I just learned how to do it a couple years ago, and because now everybody has fucking COVID, nobody has a cold anymore. Like you can't just have a fuck cold. It's COVID.
Mhm,
You can't have
mhm.
a cold. It's COVID. But back when I used to have colds, like back in the day when people had colds, I tried a fucking neti pod for once, and it was when I first moved to Abington Township, it was a change from going from city life to like this isn't all rural, but like I had trees and grass and
It's
shit.
different
Like
for you.
I had more space, so that means more property, more things to maintain, blah blah blah. So I wasn't used to the allergies and the pollen and shit up here. So I was feeling like shit for a while. So I used a neti pod. Somebody recommended it, and it's fucking pretty good if you have seasonal allergies, I must say. But thinking about it, it would have popped it out. But when I was a kid, I used to shove shit up my nose. I think it was a temperamental thing, all the shit, when you're
Okay.
grew up like I did.
Okay.
But can you imagine the story that I read about? This doctor said that it was a pediatric doctor. So kid shows up in the ER, shoves a popcorn kernel up their nose.
Okay.
Doesn't tell his parents, but then it must have got so hot and humid up there that it popped in the sinus cavity.
Ooh.
Can you fucking imagine
How
that?
fucking hot does that have to be? But
That's
I
what
mean, your
I'm
head,
thinking.
it's all heat, heat all
you're
comes out your head.
98.6 degrees. Your body's naturally that. So it's going to take it's going to eventually pop. Can you imagine I don't even know what they must have had oh God, drill it out. Kids, I swear to God. And they, thank God this kid will probably grow up and be like, oh, it was funny. I got a popcorn kernel. Can you imagine the parents? I was going to kill this motherfucker. He shoved a fucking
Jesus fucking
popcorn
Christ.
nut up his nose. I'm going to kill him. Oh my God. Yeah. That's shit like that.
Obnoxious.
This one when I was reading it, I was like, this is like sounds of my future. Right?
Okay.
And you probably think, what the fuck is that? So if you were to read my file in a hospital after I'm long and gone, okay, it'll say chief complaint. I went to kill a spider and ended up with a broken hip. Because I will throw my shit out to kill a spider.
Okay.
Or a snake.
I don't like the snakes, but the spiders I don't mind too much.
You don't mind spiders? Come on. Just thinking about them.
The only thing that bothers me, if I see a spider, I'll try and let it free. It is what it is. If I have to kill it, it happens. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But I try not to. But
they're just creepy looking.
Snakes, I'll just fucking run. Yeah, I'm a bitch when it comes to that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the next category we had was say what. Did you want to do any say whats? Or
I had a few that were kind of like holy fuck.
Right.
Like just odd. So there was this one. It was in 1974 when I was an orderly while attending nursing school. We had a gentleman brought in who had been injured in a car wreck. He said he needed facial surgery and jaw wiring. The guy the doctor noticed that Evan's wife, the patient's wife, seemed anxious, and he could also tell they weren't really rich, they weren't financially well off. Right. He said, but just before the wiring was about to take place, the wife spoke up and said she asked her husband or the doctor if he could remove her husband's dentures because it turns out they shared them. Wait, which they had purchased from a secondhand local funeral director. Yeah,
I believe that. No, I believe that. Because
Ew.
I do. I know. It was probably in Illinois.
Just like what? Yeah.
Which sounds crazy when I say Illinois, but they would do shit. I read.
I'm gonna leave my funniest one to the end, but I have a couple where it's are you fucking kidding me?
I have a one.
I have about.
Oh, I have the ones. Oh, so the one. I guess this is kind of like a personal one for me, but. Recently when I was in the emergency room, just something, I wasn't feeling well when I went there. Mm-hmm. So they give you all the standard procedures, x-rays, EKG or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm there. And so this really attractive young CNA guy comes in. He's clearly not interested in me.
Okay.
I don't even think he's interested in someone in the female sexual orientation.
Gotcha.
But he was cute and he was gorgeous and he was very nice and very sweet. And, I had to take everything off. He's like, all right, I'm going to have to touch your breast. I'm like, that's okay. And he's like, and I'm 40 years old. Dude's flipping the flop and the one. I'm like, pan. And my husband's just sitting there kind of staring blank. And I'm like, are you okay? He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm actually pretty good. I feel a little bit better. And he goes, why? Are you okay? Did he touch you the wrong way? I'm like, no, he's putting on EKG stickers, and I'm happy.
Oh God.
But that's pretty funny. He must go through that all the time. Like some people have to. I know older patients when they come in there and they see these younger nurses, they always flirt with them. They have to.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like they're just
some
they just
people
go
have
with
just
it. Like
some people have different experiences at the hospital too. I mean, my only personal ones were, I mean, I haven't been in the hospital much, mainly for my kids. That's about it.
right.
I've never had to stay over for any other reason. Thank the Lord, I'm very blessed.
Yes.
It's probably gonna happen. It's probably not even gonna happen when I have my knee surgery.
Right.
But anyway,
They got good. It's everything's laser and shit now with those stuff.
Steve's
too.
not so lucky, and he's had different issues in the past
Right.
due to reasons.
Mhm.
And he's always done funny stuff in the hospital after like having surgery or
Oh, with
whatever.
anesthesia?
Like he has flashed his mom.
God. No, stop.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I'm sitting right next to her, and we're just like dying. Yeah, like the one time I was picking him up, this was like anesthesia ones. Like this is kind of more oral surgery, but I definitely picked him up from there. And I'm like, hand me your keys, because I should have grabbed them from him beforehand. I forgot like how messed up you could be, and he kept going, Mandy, when I woke up, my zipper was open. I was like, shut the fuck up.
I love
no,
him.
it
He's
wasn't.
funny.
Oh,
you
God.
don't know. You weren't there, Mandy.
I was like,
I
shut the
believe
fuck
Steve.
up. Okay, whatever.
It was open. It was down.
He did tell me this one story when one of the surgeries they had to remove a catheter. He had a catheter at one time, and they had the nurse came in, pulled the blanket down,
Right.
removed the catheter, and then went around the room busying herself. And he's like, but my dick is just hanging out for like,
oh, well, that's a normal.
such and such time. He's
Oh
like,
my God.
I don't know if I should put it away. I don't know if she's done with it.
Right,
Do you
now
know what
you're
I'm
just like,
saying?
oh, yeah.
So he's like, I'm sitting here, and he was just like, are you done? Oh yeah. No, like don't like
No, I
say
know.
something as he's just like flapping it out.
I've had a situation other than that, I worked
Sorry,
in a
Steve.
hospital,
Hey, I hope
and
that's
it's not a
okay.
HIPAA violation or anything, but I have to deliver sometimes at the hospital when you have people in the emergency room or a ICU.
Right.
You have to deliver stuff that's made fresh, like in a bag,
Mhm.
IV. So you have to deliver it. So sometimes you walk in and the nurse is in the middle of doing something. Now these people are in a coma.
Right.
Right. So I walked in one time and this woman, so the nurse was a little bit smaller than me, like, my height, a little bit smaller than my height, a little bit my weight. She's pretty strong, because the person she was cleaning this patient that was double the size of her, all by herself, managing, and this person's in a coma. So she's sponge bathing this person because I guess it was her turn to do it or whatever. And I had this bag and I had to wait for her to get done.
Oh well.
Like in mid. Right. And she's in mid ass wipe. Right. And you're just like, oh my God.
Hey,
but they
Rose.
do this. And it's like, you have to really just be working in a hospital and stuff like that. You really have to be about the patient. You have to be about the,
Yeah,
like,
it's tough. It's tough.
it's, and I think it's unfair what's happening right now. I don't want to get political or any of the other shit, but with the vaccine, people like having mandatory, like you have to do this or you have to leave is insane. Is why you and Jen had to wait in the fucking ER for so long just to get waited on.
There's a
because
shortage
they
of
had
everything anymore.
Everything, because they're making it impossible for anybody to fucking live their life anymore. But that's besides the point. Done rant over. So we're going to talk about funnier things about the ER. But I mean, do we want to do the
So I have a
other
real
ones?
good one that I
To
like.
say what?
It's
Okay.
I don't care. Like I have two, but I like the one's really
Oh.
funny. All right. So it says all diabetics should know the triggers that raise your blood sugar levels, but this woman simply ignored them. This one patient I had was extremely overweight and diabetic. No matter how much insulin we gave her, no matter how much we kept a sharp eye on her diet, we could not get her blood sugar levels to stabilize.
Right.
The doctor's name was Lee. So it remained a mystery until Lee helped a woman to change her hospital gown. That's when bits of fried rice and chicken wings began to fall out of the crevices between her thighs and her stomach. It turned out her son had been sneaking food for her, and she was hiding them under the folds of her skin.
Oh.
How could you
Ew.
not smell that? Like, you have to smell like fried chicken if it's in your like skin flap,
Yeah,
right?
but like sometimes people
That's
just
nasty.
like.
But wouldn't you think it would smell neat?
No.
Fried chicken has a distinct
Listen,
smell.
Yeah, but when you eat
And
something
then now
all
it's
the
covered
time,
in your fucking sweat flap. Oh,
what was their nationality?
It doesn't. Yeah, it tells me.
It's cultural too.
It doesn't tell me though.
If they were Indian, yes. And
It
they smelled
doesn't
like
tell me.
curry.
I said
Yes.
it doesn't tell me.
Curry.
I know that.
Fucking.
But then I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's why they didn't check it. It's smells.
It's all right. That'll be the last of my ER stories. The only thing I have left is the
Oh, your closer?
yes,
Your closer,
I'm
baby?
the closer tonight,
All right,
bitches.
so this is like, all right, so we're just going to end at a closer because we're pretty on time, aren't we, bitch? 'Cause
I know.
we're on
I'm
time.
trying. I'm trying.
We
I'm
are.
trying.
We are. And we're doing good because we're trying to be, structured and,
You're structured.
We are structured. Are you reading my shit? Oh.
No, I'm. Shut the fuck up.
No, you can go because you can keep it because I know the story.
So basically, there was two ideas in my head, like when we were talking about what to do, and the ER stories just popped out. But I was talking to my brother because he just had a birthday on the 12th.
Happy birthday!
And we were. I don't even know how we got. Like we went for movies. We were just talking about all different stuff.
Wait, I don't even know why.
Shut up! How about that? And let me talk. How about shut up? Zip it.
Shut up, bitch. I'm just thinking about what
a whole lot of
pictures I
shut the
could put
fuck
on
up.
there.
But me and my brother ended up talking about like how we loved Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and how fucking ridiculous.
It's
And,
ridiculous.
And we got to talking about like.
Wait, are you gonna go first or am I gonna go first?
I'm just saying this, and then I'll get to
Oh.
it. So
I
that was what I want to add with. So I'm going to end that with stuff about that I talked about with my brother. That I found it's just funny and interesting. But go ahead, Sand. What were you going to add to this?
Well, we're also going to talk about that because looking into this,
Mhm.
reading like a day out of a diary of this fucking guy's life, it's like, how the fuck is he not dead? How is he not dead from this
Exactly.
day? The day that she's gonna read, we're just gonna do like a little.
Well, it's normally his daily routine. It's
his
not even
daily
a
routine.
day.
It's like a daily
it's
diary.
a day in the life.
No, it's
a
like
day
a
in the
day
life.
out of a page of his diary, right? And so we're gonna call it.
And
like
you wonder how people survive.
live theater. Live theater?
Theater?
Live theater. But I just have one more story that I do want to share from working in a hospital and just dealing with crazy shit. But weekends were pretty, it depended on the season.
You
It
just sounded
depended
like
on
fucking exorcism.
it just
Go ahead.
depended on what year, what day.
Don't tell the whole story in that. No one wants to hear that.
No, I used to do that to Mandy. She used to get real scared. I'm like, me and my brother would laugh.
Don't remember that, but go ahead.
But go ahead. Anyway, so depending on what day of the week, what type of season, like summer, spring, when it starts getting warm, it gets crazier. People go out, people do this. And someone was in the hospital from a fight in the neighborhood because the hospital I worked in was located in Trenton. So there was, gang violence, a lot of that shit going on.
Okay.
So you get up there and you see this whole family, like a lot. And there's going to be problems. Like you could see when the
Like it's a
hospital's
recurring
busy.
family?
No. It's like something big happened.
When it's a huge
It's
amount
a
of
neighborhood
people.
Yes. And then you're like, all right, they're calling out for certain drugs. We're making certain things. We're sending them up to the ER. We're running them up to the ER. And you can
Right.
see the crowd in there that's already, something's going to go down. Something's going to pop off in there.
Right.
So one night we're there. We knew there was a large crowd there. We had heard the chimes because everybody's a network in the hospital. They call each other like, oh my God, what's going on here? Blah, blah. And you get a code gray. So when you get a code gray in a hospital, I mean someone's an agitated patient or someone's fighting in the hospital, and you have the security needs to get their stat like now, get there. So yeah, they're calling a code gray out in one of the units. So I was like, oh shit, like it's the unit that they were just transferred from the ER up into this unit, and there's something going on. So security goes up there and they tell the guy like, yeah, you got to leave. Like you can't be up here. The guy's like, all right. Threatening him like, yeah, I'll be back. Well, this guy comes back, right? Like an hour or two later.
Okay.
Doused in baby oil.
Oh my fucking God.
Goes up to the unit because they had a shift change. So that's what he did. Like he worked out, like he knew, I guess, 4:00 is not going to be the same people at fucking 11 o'clock.
Okay.
When he comes in there and he's family, so he can come in there. And they didn't say, oh, well, this person's not allowed in there.
Gwen.
So we're like, all right, like that would be my thinking on it because this guy wasn't stupid, but they got smart with him. So he was like, I'll be back. He came back doused in baby oil from head to toe with a button-down shirt on, gets up there. Now, it just so happens that my cousin's husband is the security guard that's responding.
Imagine trying to fucking get
code.
this dude down. Yeah.
And Keith is like, what's going on? And the guy's like, I'm back. Back. Now there's cameras everywhere. The floor is 3 floors from where the security office is, where all the video cameras are.
Oh my
and
God.
they're watching. The guy can't leave. It's on the video camera. So I run down to the security office because it's right down the hall from the pharmacy. And I'm like, yo, what are they doing? We're watching it. They're wrestling. They can't get him because he's slipping out of their arms. They're trying to get him out of the waiting room, and they can't grab him. He's doused in baby oil.
Oh God! And now they're covered in it too,
and
probably.
they're covered in baby oil,
Ugh.
and they're older guys because it's the overnight shift,
Oh
and they're
Jesus
just
Christ!
retiring. Like
It probably
they
looks
have
like
day
some bad
jobs.
fucking oil wrestling.
Oh, it was insane. And so they were clowning on these motherfuckers for like
like,
a month.
now
They were
they're
like,
bringing
"Watch
out the
this."
Mount Fuji.
Replay, like rewinding it,
Well,
doing clips of it. This was way before TikTok, which is sad. Oh my God, I'd be famous.
be
Okay,
famous.
I'd be famous over this because it was hilarious.
Mhm.
It was laughable for almost 4 months.
I would
We
have
were
been
clowning
dying.
on motherfuckers for 4 months.
I would have been
We see them
fucking
in the
dying.
thing at any shift hours, like, yo,
What's up, babe? You might want to wipe off before you know you
You're
catch a
glistening.
tan.
Like I can't see you. Get
So
that baby oil, man.
Damn,
You got that baby oil on your face. Like, oh,
you're gonna catch a sunburn with that.
Yes, that was a good one though. And
That
that's, I
is.
do miss things like that, and I'm sure, I'm positive that other things that are crazy
But you have other
happened.
things.
No,
Sure.
that I've missed from by not working there, and I miss it. Much respect.
Okay.
Now you tell your
Oh, you want
tripped
me to
out,
move
your
on?
fear and loathing. And we're gonna
Okay,
end
so
with
yeah, me and
it.
my brother were talking about different stuff, and we were talking about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I was reading about, I know a story about Hunter S. Thompson and how he especially in the movie in Fear and Loathing, if you ever saw it, it's crazy. It's basically
Johnny
like a writer.
Depp,
and-
baby.
oh God, it's amazing, and they
toupee.
just that he's nutty. He does so much stuff.
It's Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro
Yeah.
on a trippy ass movie, just
And-
trippy ass shit
But
everywhere.
this
It's
was like a
weird.
story kind of like about the
It's
writer
his-
but the
It's
writer
a day of his
himself.
diary.
The writer himself had actually published a daily routine that you're surprised that this man actually lived as long as he did.
Right. How he's
Um,
not dead, I don't even know. Because if I did this even on my best day in my 20s and I followed this regimen, I'd probably be fucking dead.
It's yeah.
would
I don't think I'd
probably
be able to
dead,
handle
'cause
it.
It's insane. It's a lot of cocaine. A lot of cocaine.
Don't ruin it.
All right. We'll just read it and be swift with it.
You know what? Suck. How about this, Sandy? Can you go over? So there's a lot of stuff that
while she's pulling it up.
so I
There's
have, like-
definitions that I didn't know. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
we needed a legend.
So, all right, you go. You look it up and I'll pull it up. But this is Hunter S. Thompson, by the way. This is a page from his daily routine, just so we're giving credit to it, so they know. But there's things that he mentions in this. It's a couple minutes, but it's like Shivas, and that's just, we looked it up. It's a brand of whiskey.
Yes.
Apparently, it's a pretty good whiskey. Must have been his favorite. Everybody has their favorite. My husband's beer is
Right,
Coors
your
Banquet.
Coors Banquet,
It's
right.
the favorite thing. So the next one was Dunhills. They were smokes.
Yeah, they're
Cigarettes.
cigarettes.
They're whatever. Chartreuse is something else that he mentions in this, and that's just like a liqueur, probably
Yeah.
like Southern Comfort, but it's green.
Maybe.
It reminded me of absinthe, but
Gotcha.
I'm thinking it's the equivalent to that American style. Maybe not. I could be wrong. But then the other one was Hallison, and we looked this shit up. And when I hear Hallison, I think of Haldol, which is a fucking like a mood stabilizer.
Right.
It brings you to fuck down.
Mhm.
When we looked it up, it was triazolam, which is also an equivalent of alprazolam, which is fucking Xanax. Which
Yes,
is,
like
so you
7
just do
degrees to
and
Xanax.
high. What do you hear? What else is on? A lot of uppers. So
Yeah.
when you hear this, he's a fucking roller coaster in one day, and it's
And
insane.
yes,
It's
and
insane. It's sanity.
This is his routine daily. His daily
Yes.
routine can transcribed. I can talk. I promise.
Oh,
All
did
right.
you like that shit? That was like a fucking Power Ranger that just came out. Boom.
Okay.
Jargon.
See how many times I get interrupted during this.
Sorry, I got fucking words.
All
My
right.
back hurts.
So 3 p.m. That's when he rises. At
Ooh.
3:05 p.m. he has Chivas Regal with the morning papers and a Dunhill. At 3:45, cocaine. At 3:50, another glass of Chivas, another Dunhill. At 4:05, he has his first cup of coffee and a Dunhill. At 4:15, cocaine. At 4:16, orange juice and a Dunhill. Gotta throw
Okay.
some like,
I mean, don't
gotta
be classy.
re-energize, some
Plastic.
calcium.
Vitamin C, baby.
Yes.
Fucking kills everything.
So now 4:30 cocaine, 4:54 cocaine, 5:05 cocaine, 5:11 coffee and Dunhills.
Woo!
Okay, because you really need more uppers at that point.
Coffee.
5:30 more ice in the shivas.
Ooh. I don't like whiskey on the ice.
5:45 cocaine, 6 p.m. some grass to take the edge off.
Because I'm edgy. I'm about to have an
Dude, after all that
attack.
fucking cocaine, he's
to have a
probably
fucking panic
fucking
attack.
speeding.
I'm having an anxiety attack. Let me have some fucking joint. Let me have a joint.
Now at 7:05, he goes to Woody Creek Tavern for lunch.
Gee.
Okay, so it took him an hour and 5 minutes to get there from
That's
wherever.
probably the only fucking place that serves Shivas or his whiskey or his fucking
Probably.
liquor. It's the only place.
But anyway, so he has, well, no, actually for lunch, he has 2 Heineken.
Oh.
Or no,
classy.
he has Woody Creek Tavern for lunch, Heineken, 2 margaritas, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries, a plate of tomatoes, coleslaw, a taco salad, a double order of fried onion rings, a carrot cake, ice cream, a bean fritters, Dunhills, another Heineken, cocaine, and for the ride home, a snow cone, which for him was a glass of shredded ice over which is poured 3 or 4 jiggas of shivas.
That makes sense.
Yes. 9 p.m. starts snorting cocaine seriously.
Seriously, motherfucker. Seriously.
Seriously, because
before that
all
was
the
a
other
joke.
was fake.
It was a fucking
Yeah.
pregame.
Yeah,
It was a
here's a
pregame.
fucking tailgate.
It was a tailgate. Like,
Okay.
duh.
So yeah, so that's 9 o'clock. At 10 p.m., drops acid because why the fuck
Why
not?
not?
At 11 p.m., he has some chartreuse, cocaine, and grass.
Classy.
11:30
Because
cocaine.
that's what a fucking gentleman does.
Yes, that's what a fucking gentleman does.
Like,
At 11:30 cocaine, etc., etc.,
Et cetera. Yo,
etc.,
that reminds me of what's the fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie where it, oh my god. No, stop. The guy, not the
You
son.
actually had to tell me to stop.
The son. The monster. He's like, I'm Patricia.
I don't remember.
You don't know who the guy's name? John McNamara. What's the guy's name? He was in X-Men. He was Xavier. Michael McAvey or Mac.
I can't think of his name. Look him
You
up.
don't know? I don't
can't
have time for that.
remember. I just-
But wait, he was
So
like,
you're allowed to not know, but I
etc.
can't not know.
You're smart. I'm not.
What the fuck?
But that's what reminded me of because like he was the kid. He's like etc. etc. etc.
Well, there you
But
go.
he had multiple. It was called Split.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
etc. 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 Every time anybody uses that phrase, that picture, because I have a photographic
So, all right,
memory,
I'm going to
plays
say it, and then you can add that
sounds.
in.
etc.
So at 11:30, cocaine.
etc. etc. etc.
All right. So at
James
midnight,
James McAfee. I do like him. He's short, but I do like him. I normally don't like short guys, and I think I
thank
like
you.
him.
Thank you for that.
I
Appreciate
just
you.
want people to know.
So at midnight, Hunter S. Thompson is ready to write.
He's ready to write after that point.
Yes.
Like,
By the way,
motherfucker,
Hunter
is he
S.
up for
Thompson is
days
a
at
runner.
time?
He wrote Fear and Loathing in Las
Wait,
Vegas.
Nate, do you wait? I just want to know, Nate, do you know who we're talking about?
I think I do.
No, you don't. I don't think he does. Did you ever see that movie with Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No, but I mean, whatever his name
Well,
is,
this
he's been
guy,
in a lot of movies.
This guy,
Who has?
The McAvoy guy. Or
McAvoy?
No, James McAvoy. No. Yeah, no. We're not talking about him.
Oh, okay. I
no,
thought
we're
you were
talking about
him.
the guy that's
that
doing
we're
all
quoting,
this stuff.
The guy that we're quoting. The guy
saying
that
his day.
his day, cocaine, grass, like all that. You know who that is?
No.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay.
So he is the writer. He is the writer of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
While
And
you're there,
I
just
think he
look it
has
up,
other
that
books
movie.
as well. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, let me finish
Yes.
his day. So at 12 midnight, Hunter S. Thompson is ready to write. From 12:05 to 6 a.m., he has a combination of chartreuse, cocaine, grass, shivas, coffee, Heineken, clove cigarettes, grapefruit, Dunhills, orange juice, gin, and in the background, continuous pornographic movies.
I just can't. The cloves is what fucks me. All that
That's all you got from that?
I don't like the cloves. I could do all that other
All right,
stuff
I got
without
three
the
more.
cloves.
3 more. Hold it off. Hold it off.
Go.
Play the
'Cause I
quiet
can't.
game. Play the quiet game.
Shh, you're not my dad.
So at 6 a.m., he goes in the hot tub where it lowers your blood pressure
Yeah,
and
no
drinks
shit.
champagne. Because
Did he
that's
die?
classy. Then he also adds in some Dove bars and some fettuccine Alfredo. Because that's what I want to hear.
Why the
Slurping up
fuck
while you're in the
not?
fucking hot tub.
Why the fuck not?
At around 8 o'clock in the morning, he takes
If
a
he
hyacinth.
survived a fucking hot tub and champagne, why the fuck not?
I mean, yeah.
Seriously,
Maybe he's using a spork.
is that his fucking celebratory dinner?
I don't know. That's his late night.
All right,
That might be his late night, you know?
I made
But,
it. I did it.
At
I
8
did
at 8
it.
a.m. he takes a hyacinth, and at 8:20 he goes to bed in the morning.
He does it all over again at 3.
Yes.
And you know what? That's like not uncommon with artistic. Not
I mean, he gets a
autistic,
solid 7 hours
artistic.
almost.
No, yeah,
you know?
no, yeah, but it's not. It doesn't like you could flip flop it to time. Time doesn't.
I mean, just
time
imagine
doesn't
how
measure in
many.
that.
But I mean that like it's kind of like, you know, that's his muse. You know, Steven Spielberg.
No, it was like
Or not Steven Spielberg,
no.
Stephen King has nightmares, and that helps him write his stories. Like that was one of the things he said. Like this dude, maybe he needs to have
He's
like.
changed, but
I'm
I
just
understand what
saying
you're
that was one of the things that he
Yes.
did.
I mean, you have like,
But I mean, me and my brother were just laughing like crazy. Like, how is this dude fucking surviving?
right.
Like that is an absurd
not
amount
go
of
to the
cocaine,
ER?
an amount of money that he's had to spend on drugs.
but listen to me. But he's probably got really good.
I love in
cocaine,
the
too.
movie when they do the ether and
It's,
then
like,
or
really
the
good
adrenaline
cocaine.
or whatever the fuck is they do. And then when he's fucking walking around with the fucking alligator tail and the fucking tape recorder fucking strapped to his fucking chest.
I don't know. I love Johnny Depp, and that's pretty much the only reason why I know who that
Mhm.
is, because of Johnny Depp,
Mm-hmm.
because he does like out of the box shit.
Yes.
Like, things that people are like,
Me
yeah,
too.
he's
They
all
say
about
no,
it. And
he's
I
like,
love
fuck,
it.
I'll do it.
Like when he did Dark Shadows, fucking loved it.
Fucking
Everybody
Edward
hated it, dude.
Scissorhands.
Loved it. Everybody, but I mean,
I
people
loved
love
it.
it now.
I
But
loved
they
it.
didn't love it then.
Well, it's an
And
old TV show too.
what?
Dark Shadows.
No, I'm talking about Edward Scissorhands. But
Oh,
yes,
Edward
it is,
Scissorhands,
Both
yes.
of them though. Like, but either way,
Fucking Charlie
He
and the
wants to do
Chocolate
the most
Factory. He was
random
weird
shit.
on that.
they're remaking that.
Yeah, Dave, that'll
Another
be the
one.
third time.
I know.
Crybaby.
I know. Like, come on, those
He's
That's a
singing.
classic.
I love that.
And he's
movie.
fucking singing.
And
'cause
I
he's
don't
the
believe.
king.
So here's the thing.
King Crybaby.
King Crybaby. Well, I hate Amber Heard. Okay. So I hope that I don't care if anybody like. I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna not like you if you do like Amber Heard, but I don't, and I
Thanks.
because Johnny Depp. I've seen. Do you ever see like? I don't even go. I just want to say one thing about Johnny Depp, and then we're going to end because I have to talk about how great this person.
I don't
is.
want to end on
And
Johnny
they really,
Depp.
yeah, but they really railroaded him. But he went to like. Do you ever see the videos of him going to the? He goes to the cancer like St. Jude's.
Oh, that's
hospital.
Yeah, and he
nice.
dresses
Dressed up
right?
as Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
let me tell you something. You will fucking cry if you watch this video because I
Really?
cry. I watch all the time when I feel bad or I feel like something. Like I watch this video and it's him and it's guy Shmee
Yeah.
or Schmeg, the bald one, and they just go to this hospital. They went one time and people videotaped it.
Right.
And he went to the fucking teenagers unit, the older kids unit.
Okay.
Okay. And it's a mixture of kids. It's like ages 13 to like 18.
Okay.
Right in Australia, and these kids have terminal cancer,
Aw.
and they're in chemo and all stuff. And he's walking around. First, he does the little kids, and then he goes up to the older kids. And they like some of them kind of know what's going on, but they don't think they're coming over here. And he walks around, he talks to them, and he's just like, "Hello," like as Jack Sparrow.
That's
and then he
awesome.
goes over and he talks to him. He's like, "Can I hug you?" And like it's.
That's
Really?
that's
And
amazing.
he beats women. He beat her. Like, come on. She's a fucking cunt. And that makes me angry. But anyway, I'm sorry. Because they're all Aquaman, I
Don't
want to
beat your
see it,
wife.
but like, damn. He didn't beat her. She's a cunt. Like,
No, I'm just saying.
if I was married to her, I'd beat her too. Okay?
Oh my God.
She's a fucking cunt. And she's cunt.
You're always
Johnny
so
Depp?
pleasant, Sandy.
Oh, I was so nice this whole episode till I thought about her. Because I was watching
Then move on,
Aquaman
move
too.
on.
I know.
Change it.
I love Jason
So
Momoa.
anyway, I thought me and my brother had this conversation. Like that's just a
Sorry,
crazy
I'm
way
sorry,
for
I'm sorry,
someone
I'm
to
sorry.
live their life. Even if like this guy's doing this every day, if I was doing that every day, I would die.
The Queen's Gambit though, like that was a pretty good series on Netflix. Like I loved it,
Mhm.
and she was
I don't know
getting
how he got
fucked
there
up
from-
all
well,
day.
yeah.
No, she was getting fucked up all day on shit like
Yeah.
that. A manic life. It's a bipolar. That he's bipolar, and they live manic like that. It's got to be boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. It's got to be spikes, not peaks, right? Boom, boom, like
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's-
Insane. Some people live like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know the guy did get in trouble for there was some kind of like he was arrested for some kind of sexual
was kinda
harassment.
weird,
I'm not
but-
getting into it.
yeah.
I just found his day in.
But
But
ER shit's crazy.
it is.
I wish
It is
I
crazy.
miss those days. They were fun. You had great stuff. Sometimes you have bad stuff, but you
yeah, it's
melt
always
from and you move.
interesting. You
But
know,
we're gonna do again. Camp Out for
of
Hunger.
course, yes. Camp Out for
Next,
Hunger.
We're not
Please
gonna
see
be
us.
Tuesday. We're gonna be October 31st. Our next
Yes.
show, Sunday. It's gonna be early, so we're just gonna have it playing. We'll post it. You
Yes.
can watch it whenever.
Again, come please visit us, or if you have
drop
stuff,
off
you can
cans.
email us.
Yes,
we can come
please.
pick it up.
We already have some people like from softball that's donating stuff. They gave us cans. We got them sitting. We got more. But just clean out your cabinets.
Yes.
Clean them out. The seasons are changing. You're probably gonna have stuff in there that you're not gonna use for the
This
winter.
is the last Sunday
just
that we'll
get
be
rid of
collecting
it.
at the
Like,
field too.
spring
If anybody
cleaning.
wants to bring it to the softball field on Sunday night.
We're gonna do
Just
some.
not Halloween. The
Just do
beginning
whatever.
after.
Listen, just get in touch with
Or
us.
before.
We'll answer. But we're just instead of spring cleaning, we're doing some lady juice cleaning.
Yes.
Let's get some new juice in there. Like you're
Yes,
gonna
I
get
like
new
it.
juice. Like
I
yeah,
like
let's
it.
flip it over.
And then, so I guess we'll see you guys then.
Yeah, we will,
What
baby.
do?
Hi.
Ew.
That was like a porn star.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch,
Looking
here
for me.
I go.
Bitch, here I go.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.